This is a short video on the new hero Invisible Woman that came with Season 1 for Marvel Rivals. The Invisible Woman is a strategist that has good healing, can deploy barriers, and has a powerful ultimate. We will start with the basic attack called Orb Projection. This attack will throw an orb out and call it back to you. If it hits an ally, it will heal them. If it hits an enemy, it will do damage. It will impact the target on both the outward projection and on the way back. Importantly, this ability pierces through all characters. This means you can be targeting your tanks, it will heal them and also damage any enemies past the tank unless it hits an enemy shield. Or you can heal more than one teammate at the same time if they are lined up. The range of this ability is 30 meters. You also can't crit with this ability, so aim for body mass. Psionic Vortex is a damage ability. When cast, it will throw an orb out. When it comes into contact with an enemy or terrain, it will stop, and a bubble with a 5-meter radius will form around the impact location. This will do damage over time to any enemies within the bubble, and also slowly pull them to the center. This ability will not impact your own teammates, so it is good for shooting through your tanks while you are healing them. It has a 12-second cooldown. The next ability, called Force Physics, is an ability which can displace enemies. When activating the ability, you will have the option to push people away or bring them towards you. This can only be used on enemies. It will pass through your own teammates. When pushing an enemy, it will launch them around 10 meters backwards. If you pull them, they will be pulled 5 meters towards you. The cooldown for this ability is 8 seconds. Next up is Agile Strike. This is a 3-punch combo that will do damage, and on the last hit, push the enemy away. You can hold the activation key down to do all 3 hits, or you can press the button when you want to hit. There is a reasonable amount of time given between each hit to continue the combo. It is considered the melee ability, so there is no cooldown. Guardian Shield is an ability that will cast a barrier in front of an ally, and if an ally is close to it, will have a heal over time effect to it. When active, it will last 10 seconds or until the barrier is broken. If an enemy passes through the barrier, they will be slowed. The health of the barrier is 300. The health bar is visible just above your crosshairs. It is important to remember that while this ability is active, you can move it between allies. It is not a place and forget ability. If the person you protected is now safe, see if another ally can be helped. The cooldown for this ability is 6 seconds. I am going to talk about her passive and her last ability called Veiled Step together. Her passive is when you are out of combat for 5 seconds, you will go invisible and start healing. This is a heal over time effect. Breaking invisibility will stop the heal over time. With Veiled Step, you can have a double jump which will give you extra height and also make you invisible. This means using your Veiled Step will make you invisible straight away and start your healing over time. The combination of these two abilities will give Invisible Woman a lot more survivability. Any damage will break invisibility. The cooldown for Veiled Step is 6 seconds. Invisible Boundary is her ultimate, and there is a lot going on with this one. Casting the ultimate will create a zone where enemies can't see your team within, and also any of their own team who is in the ultimate's area of effect. You can still damage people inside the ultimate, however there's a heal over time effect for your own team. Any enemy inside can see players within and outside the ultimate. Also, if you are outside the ultimate, but on the far side, the enemy can still see you. You need to be within the ultimate to be invisible to enemies outside. The heal over time effect is strong and a good counter to ults like Psylocke or Storms. Her team up ability is a passive for her and will not help her. However, it will enable any fantastic 4-member of your team to cast a shield on themselves at any point with a short cooldown. All up, the Invisible Woman is a strong healer and has a lot of versatility and the ability to get away and survive. She will be rising up the ranks of healers in this game. Enjoy!